Hello. Morning, guys. So this is how I'm starting off my morning. Where's the Forester? I'm carless. My Forester stranded me last night at my boyfriend's parents' house and it won't start. So we're on a recovery mission. We're going back to try to get my car and see if we can figure it out, see what I need to do. If not, we're gonna have to tow it back to my house. I have to try to survive this day, so yep, I have my Starbucks. I have a theory for what is causing my car to do this. Now I'm purely speculating and I might look like an idiot later on in this video when I actually get there and we find out something totally different, but the Optima battery that I just put in there 3 months ago, I left my interior light on accidentally the night before this happened, and the car started up. I didn't think anything of it, but I've seen this happen with Optimas before where they get a bad cell, and I think maybe I might have a bad cell in the battery in addition to my brake pedal switch, which is a known issue on the Subaru Forester. And if the brake pedal switch isn't working, then it's not gonna let me start the car. So when I went to start the car, it threw up my VDC, hill hold assist, and ABS lights all came on like an error. And that happens when that brake pedal switch is faulty. I'm wondering if I have a combination of a crap battery and that pedal switch both going out at the same time, which is super rare and unlikely, but that would explain 100% the symptoms I'm having. If it's not that, then I may have a bad ECU because it won't let us clear the fault codes that are on it. Here it goes. We'll see in a second. There it is. I'm sorry I left you outside last night. You've never let me down. I probably caused whatever is wrong with you. It's probably my fault. This is why you don't modify cars, kids. It's really weird because when it's in the car, my access port reads 11.6 volts, but we took the battery out and we stuck it on the ground and it reads 12.8. Now there could be a parasitic draw, which is possible. I don't know, I think it might be a bad cell, so that way when I'm going to crank it, it has no cold cranking amps, but it still has 12 volts or 11 volts or whatever, so my windows will still work and like the radio and stuff like that. Here goes, fresh battery. Won't start. Brake switch time. And wow, that's gonna be a pain to get to. It's like way up inside here. Okay, I can't get the camera in there, so. All right, check this out. I own a Subaru, but what does that say? Nissan. So these are the codes that my car is throwing right now. We have crankshaft position sensor circuit A, history fault. We have EGR solenoid, which we know the 2 EGR codes is because the 3 EGR codes are because I uninstalled the access port, so those are irrelevant. Those have nothing to do with this issue. Camshaft position sensor circuit bank 2 current fault, and then camshaft position sensor circuit bank 1, and then there's an ABS fault.
It's an ECM fault.
Oh.
But the ABS, so the ABS module is going like, hey, there's something wrong with the ECM, like we're having trouble communicating or something. Like it's just saying there's a fault, a current fault.
Yeah. So those are all the codes I'm having.
In the engine control module.
So we're gonna try to clear these codes. The problem we were having yesterday is they will not clear. And this is not just like your average scanner that you can just pick up. This is like a professional grade one. It's not clearing the codes, which is really weird because it allowed me to uninstall my access port and load the stock map. So it's confusing. Like you'd think if the ECU is bricked, it wouldn't let you do that.
Ignition on, engine off.
Yeah, ignition's on.
Oh, it says it cleared.
Really?
Which it did not do after last night. So turn off the key, all the way off, take it out. Wait 30 seconds.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a really nerve-wracking 30 seconds waiting for it to clear these codes. And see if it comes back. Yep, we'll read it. Let's see what codes came back.
All the same ones.
Tried everything, replaced the battery, which didn't do anything, so we're gonna turn it. Tried taking the brake pedal switch off, tested it. It's a pretty simple circuit. There's 4 contacts. There's one set is normally open, one set's normally closed. Test both of them. They both work as advertised. So the brake pedal switch is not the issue. Can't clear the codes, can't take it to the dealer, and I have no money to fix it. Struggling my ass off not to cry right now. Like really, really struggling. At least there's an upside to this. It's like I almost planned for my car to break because I parked it pretty far away from the wall. My wheels are already cut in a direction that I would need them to go to load it up onto a trailer. Gotta look for the positives in life. All right, so there's too many animals out here. All right, focus. I have the access port remarried to my ECU. I reloaded my tune. It took everything just fine. So the ECU can't be bricked. It's communicating, I can't talk. It's communicating just fine with the access port. So this problem is so weird. Like, I've been talking to my tuner, Ray Arrow, sorry Ray. He's at TurboTech Tuning. He's the one that tuned my car. And I messaged him last night on Christmas, and he's been talking to me all morning trying to get this worked out. So definitely gotta give props to Ray for being such an awesome tuner and helping me out so much. There's a ground here, there's a ground there, both fine. Look, there's a bunch of dead bees.
Would you hit a flock of bees?
I'm sorry, bees. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I could see this happening in a wet climate, but not here in Arizona. I shouldn't be having ground issues on a car that's 2 years old or 3 years old. We took off the intercooler, checked all the wires, couldn't find any chewed wires, couldn't find anything wrong with it. I'm like, man, this doesn't make any sense. So we banged on the starter with a rubber hammer, a rubber mallet, and I cranked it at the same time, and it cranks. So my starter is shot on a 3-year-old car with 30,000 miles. That's so crazy.
I'm not necessarily amazed that the starter on a brand new car went bad, because it's Murphy's Law. Like, if it's mechanical, it can fail. What's weird is that it had 2 camshaft position sensor codes and a crankshaft position sensor code that are hard codes that will not clear with like tech level computer.
There's a bee. Sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's so weird.
That made me think it wasn't necessarily the starter, because why would it throw codes?
Yeah, right?
And hard codes, like codes that won't clear, and codes not related to the starter in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know.
So weird.
It is.
So the starter is really easy to get to in the Forester. I have the intercooler off, and you can see a starter's right here. So I'm gonna pull it off now because it has a cord charge. Get the starter out, and then at 4 o'clock, the new one will be here. So should be easy. Should have my car running and driving again. Then I'm gonna go home and edit this video for you guys. I got it. That wasn't that hard. It took like 15-20 minutes to take it out. Stupido. All right, guys, give you an idea of what I just had to do. Starter sits right here. 2 14mm bolts, one on the bottom, one on the top that's attached to a ground bracket, 2 wires on 12mm bolts, and a little plug and play harness that came off, and that was it. All in all, it took me, I would say 20 minutes to take this starter out. It really wasn't that bad. The 14mm bolts were kind of hard. I had to whack a 14mm wrench with a mallet. The Bendix looks fine. The teeth look fine on the starter. There's not really any corrosion either. It's crazy though, the starter is not that old. So here's the thing, the car is under warranty still. I have 36? Yeah, I have 36,000 miles on it. It's definitely under warranty. I could have brought this in and had it repaired under warranty, but here's why I didn't. The dealership is not near where I live. So I would have to take the car there. They'd have to order a starter for it if they didn't have it on stock already. And I know it takes me 3 hours just to get my oil changed there because I had free oil changes for the first 2 years. Not saying anything bad about the technicians at the Subaru dealer here. I'm sure they're great, but I feel more comfortable working on my car myself. I'm trained, I know what I'm doing, and it's my car, so I care about it. Whereas another mechanic, it's work, you know what I mean? It's just a car that comes in. Now this issue, the starter, that I totally believe I could have warrantied because that has nothing to do with the aftermarket parts I have on the car. Like, say it was the ECU, obviously I have a tune on the car. I wouldn't feel like I'm honest by taking it there with the tune off and saying, oh yeah, my ECU's messed up. Like, I feel that's dishonest. If it would have been the ECU, then I would have had to have just figured something else out. I wouldn't have brought it in. But I know I'm crazy. I know a lot of people will be like, screw that, take it to the dealer. But I don't know, I'm just honest like that. I knowingly modified something, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it broke when I messed with it. I'm sorry, Forester. I shouldn't have let this happen to you. Before I forget, I don't know if you guys watched the channel Flying Sparks Garage. Emily Williams? Yeah, it's Emily Williams. I was right. I just wanted to make sure. I mean, I forget my own name sometimes. Anyway, Flying Sparks Garage, Emily Williams. She gave me a shout out on her Instagram. If you guys haven't ever watched her channel before, you guys should definitely check it out and follow her on Instagram. because that was really sweet of her. Give me a shout out. And as far as this goes, I'm not gonna give you like little updates because I listened to your guys' comments when I asked you what you prefer. So the next Audi video you'll see will be the hair in my mouth. Yeah, will be a more complete video with a lot more to it, and it'll probably be a longer video than my usual 10-minute videos or so. I have the new starter. Just picked it up from O'Reilly's and headed back to install it right now. So let's get this done. This is sketchy AF. This is why Charlie's brakes squeak on. Oh my god, fan of a jig. Oh no. Ouch, ow. New starter. So, time to put it in the car. It smells like starter. See what happens. Battery voltage is still really low. Yay! It's running.
Good thing.
No fault codes and started right up. It's so crazy it was a starter. Okay, I gotta get home and edit this for you guys. Sarah, what are you gonna make?
What am I gonna make? Oh, like chicken pasta or something simple. I'm really hungry, but I'm really tired.
This is so cute.
Thank you. It's my hangover tray.
Speaking of hangovers, do we have any wine? I think I need that after what I went through.
You and me both, girl.
This video is a little bit more vloggy than perhaps you guys wanted, but it's the holiday weekend and I just went through a really crappy day. So I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye. Say bye, Sarah.
Bye.
If I drop this fucking stupid thing one more time.